Somebody's going out.
Is it too loud? Am I too loud? Wow, we have a full house. I got really nervous at about quarter till. There was like me, Bob, Kathy, Sean all staring at each other. So I know the traffic's getting better and better and better as we gear up for F1. So glad we have a full house. As we continue to focus on the theme this month of Las Vegas economic future, it's clear that our city's transformation is attracting new residents drawn by the emerging industries and expanding opportunities. Many of these newcomers arrive without traditional connections to long-standing service organizations such as Rotary. While Rotarians, we're proud of our valued traditions and legacy of service, but we need to continue to recognize the importance of evolving to remain relevant and welcoming. My name is Janice Lenke, and I'm proud to be the 103rd president of this incredible club. I'm going to invite Michael Williams, Dr. Michael Williams, paging. He's doing invocation. There he is.
Please bow our heads. In thy fullness, my Lord, filled with the purpose of union with thee, we accept these gifts that you have bestowed upon us. May it nourish us. May it make us, keep us well and happy, and keep contributing to our local community and to the world. Amen. And one more thing, I'll do this. Some of you said that you wanted to hear this again. This is the fourth time I've done it in 12 years. This is from ancient Indian civilization from 5,000 years ago. Please repeat after me, except there's one line that I added to this. You'll figure it out. Let us be together. Let us eat together. Let us be Rotarians together. Let us be radiating truth. Radiating the light of life. Never shall we entertain negativity. There's one more. I forgot. Amen.
Okay, I'm going to invite Jamel Trejo to come up. It's so great to see her. We haven't seen her in a long time. She's going to lead the song.
I'll be actually reading the lyrics. This is how
brutal out there.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars. To me, and I'm gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause it made me proud of this plan. God bless the USA.
Okay, next, Annie. I apologize. Annie Nuna is our Sergeant of Arms today, right? Yeah, and you're going to lead us in the pledge? I'm going to give this to you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice
for all. Thank you. Hold on. You can keep it. You're the sergeant. All right. With that, please have a seat. We're going to thank yous. Set up Lynn Ng and Dr. Kathy Mahon. Greeters, we had several. We had Dr. Kathy Mayon, Lynn Ng, and then Patrick Ballinger stepped in, so thank you. Ticket sales, I had Leah Hevelin and Bob Pizer. Do I have that right? Photographer, I've seen Deb take some pictures, and I know Sarah's here to take some pictures as well. Scribe, Deb Howard. AV, Stu Lippoff. Teardown, Dr. Monica Williams and Ms. Young Lombardi, so thank you. We have a lot of guests today. Bob, we don't have international though, right? Okay, Annie, we're going to go into, we have several visiting Rotarians, so if you could raise your hand, visiting Rotarians.
Hello, I'm Craig Peterson, and I'm visiting from Mesquite. It's a little town north of us here.
Welcome.
And then right here.
Hi, everyone. I'd like to introduce a Rotarian. This is Jim Ludwig. So I get his title right. I have a little cheat sheet. He's treasurer, past Rotary E Club of District 51, or excuse me, I can't get this right, 5190, and treasurer of the International Fellowship of Rotarian Photographers. And he's visiting us today and going to do a little 1-minute blurb on polio.
I hike for polio, and I've been here a few years ago, you might remember. I'm getting ready to do another hike in Italy. If anybody's interested, just see me after the meeting. And if you're a photographer, the fellowship is 4,400 people, and I opened up an account this past week at Nevada State Bank.
I didn't recruit him. That was not an advertisement. I didn't recruit him, but I'm thankful.
Jim, when's your hike in Italy? Annie, can you give him the mic back?
Don't ever give Jim a mic. Late April, early May, the dates are flexible.
Okay.
8 days of hiking, 100 miles from Bari to Lecce. That's on Apulia on the heel.
What was the hiking trip you just finished?
I just finished Spain on the Camino Portuguese from Egarda to Santiago de Compostela.
Amazing. Love to see some photos at some point. Some of
Okay.
your hiking excursions. Thank you. Thanks for being here. We have several guests of Rotarians. Annie, I think they're all on this end, actually. Sorry. Raise your hands. Guest of Rotarians. They're on this, everybody's this side of the room.
Hi, everybody. Tina Bishop here. I want to introduce my friend, Susan Medica, that's here. She owns a business in town, something different. It's a furniture place that you can get furniture for trade shows and conventions and such. She contributed to Santa Claus and plans to shop, so I invited her here so she could see what we do.
Selfish plug. She's one of my vendors.
No, she's mine.
No, she's mine.
Leah, guest?
I'm sorry. I feel like she's already part of the club. But this is Taylor, one of my business associates and very good friend of mine. And she's visiting for the second time because she liked her first experience.
What's not to like here?
Hello, Rotarians. This is Ms. Young Lombardi. I have two guests from SBDC Small Business Development Center of Nevada from Blackfire Innovation.
Hello, everyone. My name is George Garcia, and I'm a business advisor at UNLV and a mortgage loan officer here in town.
Thank you. Welcome.
Hey guys, my name is Gustavo Santoyo, and I'm working with George Garcia at the Blackfire Innovation Center. If anyone needs to open a new business, or maybe you want to sell it, from there, from start to finish, we can help you.
Selfish plug.
Just a Gwen Hall, my friend Mary Jo Cooker, is here because she is very, very interested in hearing the speakers about brain health.
Wonderful.
Hi, everyone. Not only do we have Craig from the Mesquite Club, but he actually brings a guest, and this is Jade Gold. She is from the Southern Highland area. She is a partner in business with Craig in Legal Shield.
Welcome, everyone. Annie, Rosalie has her hand up in the air. And Rampur, right here.
Okay. Yes, I'm very delighted to introduce my friend, Dr. Rao Puvada. He's attending our club for the 4th time. Oh, you have it. Oh, okay. Thank you.
And he's being inducted, I believe, next week. Correct? Yes. Yes. Inductions next week.
My name's Steve Bornia. I'm the Chief Credit Officer of Nevada State Bank. I'm here to support my friend Rosalie, but also to support my friend Dr. Kate Zong and her husband, Dr. Jeffrey Cummings. Kate is my classmate from Leadership Las Vegas 2022, and you guys will be very thrilled to hear from them. And I want to thank the Rotary. You had me speak a couple of years ago, and that gave me the courage to become an adjunct professor at UNLV. I'm now going to be in my 6th semester of teaching, so thank you to you all.
This is why we have a full house. It's all because of those dynamic speakers. Wonderful. Okay. We are on to guest of the club. I think we have a few.
Past President Steve Linder here. We have a guest of the club today. Her name is Katie.
Steve, step back a little. Step back a little. Step back a little.
Okay. This is Katie French. She is owner of a corporate relocation business with furnished apartments, and this is her 2nd visit.
Welcome back. I know we have other guests of the club.
There we go.
Right?
I'd like to introduce a friend of mine, Sarah McGarity, who was anxious to hear the speaker talk today.
Welcome. I know you're here for the speaker. We talked about that. That's why I got you that seat. Okay, that's it. Any other guest of our club? Okay, thank you. We're going to go to the head table. Just going to introduce everyone. We have Jeffrey Cummings and Kate. Is it Zong? Am I saying? Okay, Zong. Welcome to both of you. You have a big fan club here today. We have Annie Nuna, and I have Dale Pelfrey, and then Laura Perkins. And welcome to the President's Table. Thanks for being here. We're going to go to announcements. There are a ton of it. The good news, bad news is we don't have an official presentation, but man, do we have the announcement, so it all balances out. I'm going to go first. Antoinette can't be here today, so I want to just share with you the Halloween party recap. We had 45 people sign up. We had 15 no-shows. Thank you for your donation. We had amazing food, some great costumes, beautiful weather, and the haunted house was very impressive. Karen won Best Ghoulish Dish, which you'll see photos in the slides. And then Nikki and Rita both won Best Costume. So we have some images in the slides. We took in 1,675, but I believe we sold 2 of the Broncos Raiders tickets for 2,000. So we are now at, thanks to Antoinette and all these great efforts, the canned food drive in your wheel is now showing at about 10,350. And Annie, can you do me a favor? Can you give the microphone to Dr. Kathy Mahon?
Oh, hi. You were behind me. Anyway, on the canned food drive, I already put up 1,000, but I'm doing another 500 because there's
Thank
a lot
you.
of hungry people here. So just kind of think about that because there's a lot of hungry people
Thank
here.
you for that additional donation. Appreciate you. And if you could give the microphone to Karen, past President Karen Wisenhunt.
Good afternoon, Rotarians. I know this is an early announcement, but I have people like past President Russ who books vacations in February and March. So save the date. The German soccer team has confirmed they will be coming for the Mayor's Cup. And so we will need host families from February 12th, around the 12th till the 17th, 2 to 4 boys. There's 25 of them. So we're asking for host families for 2 to 4 boys in your home. Thank you.
And then if you could give the microphone, Annie, to Stu, right here. And then
Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians and guests. I'm Stuart Lipoff, and I'm speaking to you in my role as the liaison from the Education Committee to Hollingsworth. I want to remind people about the announcement I made last week. November 10th is the Career Day at Hollingsworth. We all have an incredibly diverse set of interesting careers, and the school has invited us to share a table in their cafeteria where we can talk about our particular career. If you have any sort of photos or any sort of exhibits that can explain what it is that you do, it'd be really helpful. And it'd be great if we can get as many Rotarians as possible there. I'll just remind everybody again that you don't have to wait for the Green Book. You can sign up in the Green Book, but there is a QR code that's published in every one of the wheels that you can use with your phone, and it's got everything that's in the Green Book is on there. You can sign up using your phone if you like as well. Hope some of you can join us.
thanks, Stu. Let's take the microphone over to this table. Go to Tina first.
Hi, everybody. I just wanted to give you a follow-up from Breakfast with Books. You know, this year we added a second school. We added Hollingsworth, and we did it this week. And they had a record number of people attending. I think there was 100 adults and 80-some kids. It was a full, over 200 people in the room, and that's if we counted right. It was fabulous. But I wanted to share because Beckley, that we did the week before, did something interesting. Their Breakfast with Books last time was not very well attended. It was being paved in their street in front, so that contributed to it. But I thought what they did was brilliant, and I wanted to share it with you. They offered each classroom that had the most attendees the option to win 30 minutes in the video game room. So they went to their parents, and of course there is pressure from the kids. Mom, please, please. And I'm on the operations committee for that school, and the parents were on the line saying, oh my gosh, for a week, all I heard was, we have to go, we have to go. So, but the brilliant thing for me was that they had their student council video what was going on in the game room, and they put it on a link to the parents so that they could see what the kids would do. And then they're going to have the student council video these winners playing the games and send it out for next time. So peer pressure worked, and and it was fabulous. The next one for both, on November 18th, I'd ask you if you can, please go. I think we're going to caravan from 7:30 in the morning. We do Beckley, and at 9:15 we do Hollingsworth. But special request, it's my birthday. So if you want to give me a birthday present, please show up and help the kids pick out a book.
That's a fine, I think, coming next week. Can you give it to Liz Rothwell for the holiday party?
Yes, it's holiday party time. Okay, so we are at the JW Marriott again over on Rampart. We're going to be in the same room. This year, if you're planning to attend, please email me a picture of yourself as you as a child at Christmas. We're going to have a little contest to see if we can figure out who is who. Or any of your favorite family photos that you'd like to put in there as well. Is there anything else, Janice?
I just think back in the olden days, I don't know if some of these people will have some photos readily available, but
Yeah,
you know,
did photos even
we'll see.
exist back then for some of these people? I'm not sure.
For me?
so-
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Mine are all black and white.
And the dress code this year is a little funky. You don't have to just come dressed for a party. You can wear sparkle pants and put garlands around your neck if you like. We just want to reignite your youthful spirit. So whatever makes you feel young and happy and holiday-y, Christmassy, wear it. We can't
Thank
wait
you.
to see you.
Thank you. And then if you could turn around to Ms. Young.
I have two announcements to make. One is our 25 Club new member orientation on November 6th, 6 to 8 at Elliott's house. And then on December 10th, we have 25 Club graduation at Randall Brody's house. Thank you, Randall.
Yeah.
And I don't think Elliott's here today, so.
No, not back yet.
Please sign up in the Green Book. Hope to see you there.
There's an email that went out to the 25 Club today that at November 6th, we will be nominating the incoming 25 Club president and secretary. So I'm hoping to get a lot of response from the 25 Club members. If you could take the microphone back over here to Dan Adamson.
In 5 short weeks, Santa Claus, we're going to do Santa Claus again. It's only 5 weeks away. We need volunteers. We need you guys. Also there, Jim Cole will bring to next meeting the Santa Claus Christmas ornaments. They're $15, buy some. It'll go to a good cause. And if you want to donate, you can donate. If you want volunteers, send it to Sean or anybody on the Santa Claus committee. And we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a big one.
And we're going to turn around to David Jones.
Thank you.
Welcome. Oh, sorry, I hit myself with the microphone. Welcome back.
Thank
Glad you had a
you.
good trip.
Thank you. I forgot to send pictures.
Yeah, another fine coming
But
next week.
I've got 995 to send to you, so you can, no. Thank you, President Janice, and all of our guests, as well as Rotarians, and our speakers. We're excited to hear you guys. RILA is coming up. So you'll see up on the slide, although we're down for it now, we need 6 high school students, juniors and sophomores. They've opened it up to juniors and sophomores. RILA is going in December this year. So if you would like to go as a facilitator, you are welcome to go. When you see the link that comes through, just sign up yourself as a facilitator, and I'm sure that we will select you. But also, here's what we're looking at. Between now and Monday, for those of you that have family or friends or people that you know that would be interested in going, please send them the link and just have them sign up. We've only got 6 slots. Monday morning, emails will go out to our high schools. Jim is going to send some out. Larry's going to send some out. So we're going to now open it up to the broader group. We still have to select. If we get 30 that sign up, we'll still have to come back through and select. But always preferences for family and friends. So when you have that, please send it on to juniors and sophomores for this year. And you're welcome to attend. If you go yourself, it's the day after, early morning, our holiday party. So please lay off the booze. Thank you, Annie. If you want to go a facilitator. Otherwise, drink to your heart's content.
Wait a minute. Yeah, we have a cash bar minimum to hit. Ignore him. Ignore him.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We want everybody to be safe on the road and feel good driving there. Thank you. Could you take the microphone for our last announcement to Kimberly?
Good afternoon, wonderful Rotarians. I had an exchange student from Argentina reach out. He is currently being hosted in Colorado, and it is his dream to go to the F1 race here in Las Vegas. So his club supports him coming here. We are therefore asking if there is a Rotarian who plans on going to the F1 race, and he can accompany you.
And he already bought his ticket, we said, right? Did you? Sorry.
He did already buy his ticket, but we'll see how it goes. We said that we would do our best. If you know of anybody who's going and would be willing for him to accompany your friends, that would be awesome. He will need a place to stay and then a chaperone for F1. Please reach out to me if you are interested. Thank you.
He was so amazing at reaching out to several of us and stating his, desire. And I got to tell you, I hope he makes it here. I hope we have someone step forward. Okay, my favorite part, surprise and delight. Okay, we had technical difficulties last week. So the fine, there's more people here today, so it's all good. So mighty fine ride, Jim, riding the, the Zamboni. Okay, go to the next one. So I had all this stuff up here. So by my calculations, the Zamboni ice machine weighs approximately 9,530 pounds. Your ride while looking up and waving to the crowd was 5 minutes. Okay, keep going. Golden Knights center William Carlson scored 2 goals while Mark Stone contributed 3 assists. Okay. Bruins goalie Jeremy Swayman made 31 saves during the game. Okay. Vegas Knights, there's where they're scoring with their games played, and then the Boston Bruins. Okay. And it was anniversary celebration of 12 years with Jim and Leslie. So that's a lot of numbers and stats that have no bearing on the fine that we gave you last week, which was $333. There was just a lot of threes. So that's the history of the fine. So your Bruins ornament finally made it from Amazon. So if you can come up, I'll give this to you.
Oh, that's very cute. Thank you so much.
And sorry.
No, that's all right. Thank you. You should all do it. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, and now we have today's surprise and delight. Tony, through our partnership with Green Our Planet, it's been in my car, so the wrapping looks kind of messy, but the contents are really fun. Green Our Planet put this basket together, so if you have the Green Our Planet symbol, I think, under your bread and butter plate, you've won. I know who it is, so this might take a minute. La 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 la. Oh my gosh, look what we got here. What's that say? Surprise and delight, you are the winner. Rotary and Green Our Planet together seed confidence one child at a time. I really love this, Tina. So I'm going to bring you your gift. So you don't have to get out. You look comfortable. Jerry Engel. You won the surprise and delight with that little tag under your place setting. So I'm going to put this on the shelf. So you won all this great stuff. And if you forget it, I'm keeping it. So it's right here. Everybody at this table has to remind him. Okay. No, I don't know if there's anything edible in there, so please don't. We don't want to be liable. Okay. I think we're done. Yeah. Okay. So with that said, we have some fellowship time, so enjoy. I'm gonna let you make that announcement.
No? Okay, okay.
Okay, there's one more announcement that I said if we had time. So Jamel has the microphone if you want to do your announcement.
Hi, my name is Jamel Trijo. I'm representing Troop 96. So fortunately, our troop were chosen to represent the Glittering Nights at the Speedway. So we are doing the concession. So anything that is purchased or sold for this one goes to our troop, and also 10% goes to the student council. Scouts of America. So hope to see you there, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then before I invite Rosalie to come up and introduce our speakers, because we want to give them a little more time today. I know he's not here today, but John Pally was in the membership spotlight, so please take note of that. And then next I'm going to do chance to pull the joker. The pot was $1,550 plus whatever we took in today. The ticket is 559-2060.
Bob, what are you selling over there?
I hear Brock. Is he 559-2060?
Not my ticket. Red.
Last four, 2060. Okay, come on up here. Not yet. You're going to walk away with something.
Craig from Mesquite.
If you pull the joker, you have to donate it all back.
Yeah. You're not a donor. You donated all that.
So if you pull the joker, you get half the pot. There's a lot of cards left. 8 of diamonds. But you do get this. You got gas money. Not as beautiful as it could have been. Okay. Lowry Bucks. 322-7505.
75, what was it? 05.
Last four, 7505.
Close, 50 off. Yeah, that's all. 50.
Boy, this takes longer than all the announcements put together. 322-7505. Sean, I have no takers. Okay, come on.
So are you out, is your troop out at the Speedway? Yes. For the what? Oh, for the glittering lights, okay. Oh, nice. That's cool, they're giving you back the money, so.
And with that said, Rosalie.
My grandkids, yeah. You know, my son moved to Boise, Idaho. Yeah, so he's gone, but Chantel will go. Yeah, they like going. Okay.
Hello, everyone. So we are truly blessed to have Dr. Kate Zong and Dr. Jeffrey Cummings here with us today. They are world-renowned in the research that they do with regard to brain health and Alzheimer's. They travel a lot. They do a lot of extensive research. I'm sure you can see by looking at the bios, which are very brief in the wheel, They have extensive backgrounds in the medical industry, so we're really in for a treat today being able to hear the information they're going to share with us. So please welcome them to the podium to put their presentation out to us, and thank you both very much. We truly appreciate it.
Wow, great to be here. Thank you so much for inviting us. Kate and I love to talk about what we love to do. So it's terrific to have a room full of interested people who want to hear about the work we're doing and the changes that are happening in terms of brain health and the treatment of Alzheimer's disease. A little bit louder, maybe? Okay, I'll do my best here. All right. So I'm going to talk about advances in diagnosis. I'm going to talk about the new approved therapies. I'll talk about the drug development pipeline, just to give you a sense of what's coming, because we can see what's coming. And I'll end by giving you a little bit of information about what we are doing at UNLV in terms of Alzheimer's disease. So it's great to be able to talk about these things. The first point is one that I thought I would never be able to say. Here's the point. There's a blood test for Alzheimer's disease. It's amazing. It is truly amazing. There's a blood test for Alzheimer's disease. It's approved by the FDA. It was judged against a kind of brain scan that we have that tells you whether or not there is the protein of amyloid in the brain. If the test is positive and you have symptoms, then that person would be a candidate to be considered for the new therapies. So until now, in order to know whether someone would be a candidate for the new treatments, and they're complicated, I'm going to tell you about that, but they are enormous advances. But until now, you would have to have some sort of very expensive, I'm talking $5,000 scan, in order to determine whether the target for the treatment, which is the protein of Alzheimer's disease, is in the brain. So this is an enormous advance. And the FDA has approved so far two blood tests. There's a third under review. There are more coming. And each of these tells us a little bit more about the exact state of the disease in the brain. But the first one has both negative predictive value, that is, if the test is negative, we can be pretty sure, we can be sure that you don't have Alzheimer's disease. If the test is positive, we can be sure you have the protein in your brain. And then there are about 20% that are somewhere between negative and positive, because no test is perfect. We are we're working to understand that 20% better. But it is a really powerful new advance for Alzheimer's disease. So there are two new approved drugs, and let me set the stage for you just a moment. We went 17 years from 2004 to 2017 without a single new drug approved for Alzheimer's disease. 17 years. And in 2021, the first drug was approved. 2023, two more drugs were approved. So there are now, one of those drugs didn't make it to market, but there are two drugs available on the market for early Alzheimer's disease. Again, this is a breakthrough. We could never imagine having drugs that would slow the disease, not just improve the symptoms, but slow the disease. So we're starting to win against the disease. We have a long way to go, but I just want to show you a little bit about what a win looks like, and also to tell you that the appropriate patient is someone who's very mild. If you know someone who's in a nursing home with Alzheimer's disease, they're not going to be a candidate. We hope that as we learn more and more about the disease, that we'll eventually extend our therapies both back to prevention and forward to treating more severe patients. But the breakthrough came with early Alzheimer's disease, very mild disease. Now, these drugs are complicated. They're given intravenously, just like cancer therapies or rheumatic arthritis therapies or so many other therapies that are given intravenously. For women who have osteoporosis, some of the treatments are intravenous now. So that's the way the treatment world is going in general, and that's the way it's going in Alzheimer's disease also. One of the drugs is given every 2 weeks intravenously, and one of the drugs is given once a month intravenously. So there's two different approaches. The one that is given every other week is under review by the FDA for a subcutaneous injection. So just like people take Ozempic, for example, with a subcutaneous injection, an auto-injector, this drug will soon be available. It's already available for maintenance therapy and will soon be available for the introduction of therapy. So we're making progress in the diagnosis, in the therapy, and in the convenience of therapy. And that's equally important. So here's a little bit about what it looks like. This is the kind of the high science. You introduce the drug, and in the course of the trial, the patients have more slowing than the placebo group. Of course, the placebo group continues to progress. The treatment group progresses less. So it's important to know that these drugs do not produce improvement. They buy time, so that time saved is one of our principal outcome measures. And this is a graph of time saved. The blue line is how long someone can drive, for example. The orange line is the line for when someone would lose the ability to drive. And so we're making it so that patients can do things that they want for longer periods of time. So patients who are treated for 18 months are slowed by essentially 30%, or they are 6 months less along in the disease than the placebo group at the end of 18 months. Those are important hours and days and months for an older person. So we're really happy with this, and we have new drugs that are in the pipeline that are going to be better. So there's also advances in the neuropsychiatry. One of the major problems with Alzheimer's disease is it produces agitated behavior and even false beliefs and hallucinations. So again, last year, a new drug was approved for agitation specifically in Alzheimer's disease. That's great. That's the kind of specificity we need. When a doctor prescribes the medication, it shouldn't be for a medication developed for schizophrenia, and then you're assuming it's somehow going to work in Alzheimer's disease. This is a drug that's been tested in Alzheimer's disease, shown to be effective in Alzheimer's disease, shown to be safe in Alzheimer's disease. That's what you need, and that's what we now have. And it's the first of several drugs in the pipeline. So Rexulti is the approved drug We have one called Evolti, one called Cobenfy that are coming along. So I want to give you this sense of really having turned the corner in Alzheimer's disease, in both the so-called disease-modifying drugs that slow the disease and in the symptomatic control of things like agitation. So here's my day job. So this is every drug that is currently in a clinical trial in Alzheimer's disease. So there are 182 trials. There's 128 drugs. Some drugs are in 2 trials. So we follow this at UNLV every week, and we publish it every year. And our operation is called the Clinical Trial Observatory. Because just like you would watch the stars go over at night, we watch the drugs go by as they go to and from the pipeline and come into the market. So the Clinical Trial Observatory is what I do. It's become, I'm so pleased with this publication. People, screenshot this out of their journal. They put it into their lectures. It's shown thousands of times every year. It's downloaded about 60,000 times per year. So it's proven to be an enormously influential investigation of the science of drug development. So I want to just alert you to something that is going to happen. What's today? To the 30th or 29th? 30th. 1 month from today, we will know whether the drug Ozempic that people use for diabetes and weight loss is a treatment for Alzheimer's disease. So it would, if it were to prevail, it would be the first oral drug. And we would love an oral drug, right? We don't want to give people intravenous infusions if we can avoid it. So this is an enormous trial. See, there are almost 3,000 patients in 2 identically designed trials. And they will read out right at the end of November. And by the end of November, we will know whether or not this drug prevailed in Alzheimer's disease. It's the most important readout of any trial this year. And it will change the course of Alzheimer's disease therapy if it's positive. So we'll see, but I want you to have that sense of excitement and tension as it comes forward, and we'll see what happens with it. I am the chair or co-chair of the scientific steering committee for that drug, so I'm going to be among the first to know, and I'll let you know right away. So I'm going to end with just a little map of what we do at UNLV, so you get a sense. You've already seen the so-called circle of hope. That's what we call that circle with all of the drugs in it. So here's what we do. So the Clinical Trial Observatory, I've already told you about that, and we have a student forum associated with it. Our goal is to help students understand how important it is to develop new therapies for patients with all kinds of brain diseases. And they'll learn it in Alzheimer's disease, but those lessons will go far beyond. Then we just were funded very recently to do the same thing with the blood test, biomarkers. So we now have a biomarker observatory, and that is supported by a fellowship grant from the Alzheimer's Association to the woman Amanda Liskang-Ossie, who is leading that program. Then we have 2 major laboratories. One is to test drugs in organoids. There's a new word. So we have decided, and this is a national trend, that we should use far fewer animals and maybe no animals in testing. And we can now do it because we can take stem cells and grow them into brains. And so we're doing that in the lab, and then we can test the drug. If we take the stem cell from a patient with Alzheimer's disease, the brain has Alzheimer's disease. So then we can test drugs in the so-called organoid. And this is a fantastic new technology. I just can't wait to see more of it. So that's one of the new things we're doing in the lab. We also have the Quirk Biomarker Laboratory. Some of you know Ted Quirk. I'm sure he's a friend of some of the people in this room. And Ted has been very helpful to us in terms of helping us advance the blood testing laboratory that we do. Then we also have, let me just look here, we have a lot of educational things that Dr. Song, our next speaker, leads. She has a quarterly Brain Health and You lecture. We have an Alzheimer Academy where we train pharmaceutical personnel to do a better job of thinking about Alzheimer's disease as a priority. We have an innovation incubator to help students understand how important it is to turn a discovery into a product that will help a patient. It's very important that universities generate new knowledge and drive the universe of what we understand. It is equally important, from my point of view, that they take those discoveries and turn them into products that improves people's quality of life. And so that's what the Innovation Incubator does, and Kate and I and Jamie Schwartz run that together. So that is the end of what I have to say. It's a new era in Alzheimer's disease therapy, new drugs, new blood tests. It just couldn't be more exciting than it is now.
Wow, truly exciting time, isn't it? So this is really big. You will not misplace that, right? Okay, so it doesn't. So you have heard a lot from Jeff about treatment, about new drugs. I'm going to switch gear a little bit because the best treatment is no treatment, isn't it? So therefore, we're talking about prevention. So I will be focusing in the next 10 minutes also, touching upon the new data, new scientific evidence on the role of overall lifestyle intervention on cognitive aging. In particular, I will share with you data about finger and pointer and beyond. You might be wondering, what the heck is finger and pointer? So follow me. The science really has made tremendous progress in the last decade or so in terms of understanding the role of lifestyle on our overall brain health. In particular, we have learned more and more about what are the risk factors for dementia. And importantly, those risk factors that can be changed, that you cannot change your age, you cannot change your parents, but there are many things lifestyle-wise you can change. And this is something that I will share with you about the Lancet Commission report. Okay, I need to, which outline the dementia risk factors. The finger study is a landmark study. For the first time, it showed that the lifestyle intervention can truly improve cognitive aging in elderly. And then this study was confirmed by the pointer study that I will share with you a little bit more in detail. Finally, how do we translate the research into real-world practice? I'm going to share with you some practical tips and recommendations that you can actually do on the day-to-day basis in an effort to improve your brain health and then to age smarter. So Lancet is a medical journal that is very highly ranked. And one of the principles of the Lancet Commission report is really to identify the risk factors that can be changed so people can make modification of their lifestyle. And Lancet report has published 3 times, in 2017, 2020, and the latest one was in 2024, in which that 14 risk factors were identified. Here are the 14s, and all of which can be changed or modified. Therefore, if we look at addressing all the 14 risk factors combined, that up to 45% of the dementia cases worldwide can be prevented or delayed. How cool that is. And those are the factors that we have been sharing with general public, and also that form the foundation of the lifestyle intervention clinical trial. For example, the diabetes, high blood pressure, social isolation, and physical inactivity are all the foundation of the brain health pillar in the finger study. Why do we call that finger study? Because this was a Finnish study. It was done in Finland. You know, the scientists love to have the acronym, and so it's a bit easier to remember. And also, more importantly, you see that here is the study logo. It's fingers. Why? Because it has 5 lifestyle intervention domains, so it's easier for everyone to remember. So what are the 5s? So it is eating healthy food, physical activity, number 2, and then mental stimulation, number 3, and then social stimulation, number 4, and finally manage your cardiovascular risk factors, number 5. So therefore, finger study, I want you to remember, right? So finger study was the first one in the world that demonstrated that the multi-domain lifestyle intervention, we call that multi-domain plus 5, that can truly improve the brain health and preserve cognitive function in the older adult and risk for dementia. In Finland, and here are some highlights. I know it's a little hard to read detail, but the highlight is such that over 1,000, about 1,260 older adults were randomized or participated in the study, and half of them were assigned to the active multi-domain study group, and the other were in the control group. And after 2 years, the results showed that those who were involved in the active lifestyle intervention, the 5 domain I have just talked about, showed significantly benefit on the overall cognitive function, which shows here in the 4 figures here. So it's executive memory, it's speeding, and it's memory. So overall, those who were in the actual treatment group show significantly better on their overall brain health. So that is really awesome, isn't it? So after 2 years. And then this is also the foundation of what it has evolved to be the world finger, because this was so significant. And starting in 2017, many countries followed. And up to today, we have over 50 countries in the entire continent or world that participate in the fingers, a worldwide finger network. So what does it mean? That means that each country who participate in this would conduct lifestyle intervention using the principle of the 5 domain finger, but yet they would adapt some local cultures and specific to what is more appropriate to their country. For example, Finns, their food are very different than Americans, right? So that then Americans, we did something called Pointer. So I'm going to show that to you. So Pointer is part of the World Finger Network study. And when we started the study, people look in the names and they say, when you say give some fingers, people may not be particularly very fond of that name. So therefore, the US version of the finger study then became the US Pointer study. It's the same kind of design. Again, it's a 2-year study, but there were more participants involved in the study. Overall, 2,000, 1,100 people were involved in the study. And again, the same 5-domain intervention were applied. Half of the people were assigned to what we call a structured intervention group, and then the other half were assigned to what we call a self-guided group. So it's not quite exactly a control in the sense that it's not like the other group didn't do anything. So they just did what they would otherwise do. But for the actual treatment group, or STR, it's very vigorous, very structured. Let me give you an example. The physical exercise domain, it involves a minimum 150 minutes per week with a combination of cardiovascular, balance, and strength. And when it comes to healthy eating, they followed the MIND diet. Anybody have heard about MIND diet? Okay, that would be my next lecture, not today. But it was published quite a few years back. It has 10 healthy group of food and 5 unhealthy kind of food. And then if you stay with that kind of guideline, overall, the results show the improvement of cognition in the at-risk population. So the Pointer study adapt the MIND guideline. So for example, salmon, whoever that eats salmon today, that's part of the MIND diet, and same with berry. And moderate poultry is also allowed, and very moderate drinking alcohol is also allowed. So, and that is kind of diet that is a bit more, I see some smiley faces here. So that's something that's a bit more easier to stay with for a long time rather than going on a specific diet. So the cognitive training and social engagement were also very structured. They have used a computerized training for the treatment group. And I do want to mention that monitoring the cardiovascular metabolic risk factors has been such an important part of the study, because Jeff has just talked about Ozempic, and then we know that diabetes is one of the very high risk factors for dementia, and so is hypertension, and so is high cholesterol. That's few of the 14 risk factors I've shown you just early on. So when you tie in everything together, you understand why there are scientific basis for the design of the study. So the Pointer study actually confirmed the result of finger study. That is, the multi-domain lifestyle intervention improved overall cognition in the elderly people. They're not patient at all. So those are elderly people from 60 to 70. And those are also at risk for developing dementia. Either they had family history, or they have cardiovascular risk factors, or they have a very sedentary lifestyle. But those are at risk. That the studies show that the structured group patient as well as self-guide, so both groups showed improvement. And the structure group show a significantly better outcome. But I think that I do want you to keep in mind that not everyone can involved or can participate in a very highly structured kind of lifestyle intervention due to various reasons. But one of the message from Pointer study is even if you can get involved with some degree of physical activity, some kind of healthy eating, and not so structured, you still have some benefit in the long run. So I think that's the important things to remember. So the finger study was released just a few months ago in the Alzheimer's International Conference in Toronto. And in that is really a huge news for multiple reasons that, by far that's the largest study in the world. And also that shows that not only the finger study result was confirmed, but also it was applicable in a very diverse US population as well. So, was reported by CNN and JAMA, one of the very prestigious medical journal, has published. And you can Google Pointer study. So Pointer study is still ongoing right now. There are so many sisters, sons and daughters study as part of the Pointer study. So we're looking more at the biomarkers. We're looking at a combination of the finger study with medicine. So, okay, I have shown you some data. So what does it mean to everyone here, right? So how do you apply finger study to your day-to-day practice? Let's take a look at that. So how do we age smarter so that you can embrace and bring healthy lifestyle? Okay, I summarized the finger into 5 keywords. That is move, get at least 150 minutes per week. Eat healthy, adhere to the mind diet. And learn, that is challenge your brain, learn new things and help your neuron to grow. Connect, stay socially engaged, volunteer. I think Rotary is such a great example, you guys here. 125 members, and I'm so amazed about the activity you have, and I can imagine all kinds of social activities, engagement you guys have all been involved. So keep it up. That's one way of keeping your brain healthy and manage the cardiovascular risk factors, okay? So that's finger and pointer and beyond in terms of what you can do. And finally, a quick summary that we know that nearly half of the dementia cases can be prevented through the actionable lifestyle changes. Fingers and US Pointer studies demonstrate that the lifestyle intervention can improve the overall brain health. So a brain healthy lifestyle is really a powerful path. I would call sometimes a powerful prescription to aging smarter and maintaining your cognitive vitality. So thank you for that.
Thank you. And I need you both up here for a second. I definitely know my brain is challenged in this role as president, so I'm not worried about that. But other areas, I'm not so sure. Okay, so come on over here. Making you come back up here. So that was very, very informative, and I'm sorry we didn't have time for questions, but I think just putting as much into this presentation as possible for everybody to grasp was incredible. I know you have another meeting at 3, but if you have a few minutes to stay behind, if anybody wants to come up and ask questions. Oh, thank you. So on your behalf, here, Jeffrey, I'm going to give you that top one. We made donations to the Just One project to help combat hunger in our community. And then we have, for each of you, that dynamic history I told you about, the Centennial book, our 100-year celebration. Yeah. So I hope you'll find a place for that in your offices. So thank you so much. We appreciate you. Oh. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're running out of time. I gave you 8 minutes 2 weeks ago.
Thank you for your presentation. I've lived in Las Vegas since 1953. That's 72 years ago. And most of my Las Vegas life, I know that we were known as the entertainment and gambling capital of the world. never in my wildest dreams would I be standing here saying thank you for giving us another title as an international disease curing center of the world. Thank you.
So welcome. Very great way to wrap up the meeting, Jerry. Thank you. So, additionally, by adopting strategies to recruit and engage a younger, more diverse membership, we can continue to be the cornerstone of community leadership, bridging the gap between Las Vegas' rich history and our dynamic, rapidly changing future. Hope you had some fun, some great education, and some fellowship. So, meeting adjourned.